Let's get ready to rumble! In this corner, we got two classics from the LA punk rock bands, Black Flag and the Circle Jerks, both heavily connected. It's well known that Circle Jerks frontman Keith Morris was the original frontman for Black Flag. But this band really starts from the fallout of a band called Red Cross, who were auditioning a drummer named Lucky Lair, who they thought was too good, too technical, too much chops. And sitting outside hearing all this and witnessing what happens is Keith Morris, as their guitar player Greg Hetson comes out and quits the band based on the fact that this is bullshit. These guys don't want to move forward. I don't want to work with them. Keith says, well, I'm a singer and he's a drummer and you're a guitar player. All we need is a bass player and we can start a band. Prior to that, Keith was singing for the band called Black Flag. This is the SST release number 7. This is on Frontier Records. Technically independent releases, but SST is just straight up from the ground. Black Flag is started by Greg Ginn, who is an electronics nerd who picks up the guitar. He's into ham radios and starts solid state transmitters, sells components for ham radios, and decides to use that company as the means to release Black Flag music, which he releases first the Nervous Breakdown EP, and then the Minutemen, Paranoid Time, and then a series of Black Flag releases. They had an album prior to this called Jealous Again with another singer after Keith left. Keith was on Nervous Breakdown, and there's other material that he was also on prior to that, but Chavo Pederast joins for Jealous Again, and he's featured heavily in the Decline of Western Civilization, Ron Reyes, and he doesn't last too much longer after the violence in the punk scene. He bounces. The guitar player Des Candina takes over on vocals as well as some guitar, but mainly on vocals after a while, and they do Six-Pack EP as well as some other stuff. And that's basically a lot of those recordings, a lot of material of this with Dez. This is a heavy competition because these are they got a lot of common ground actually, because one has songs that sung by its previous singer who's in the other band, and the other band with that previous singer is taking some of the songs from its previous band and doing its own versions of it. So it's kind of weird, but you know, the bands I'm choosing are kind of linked together. But we're gonna go at it. This is the first punch. We're gonna Rise Above versus Deny Everything. Rise above, we're gonna rise above. Innocent until I'm proven guilty. Deny everything, deny everything. Being set up, it's all a frame. Wow, that's a lot of rounds. But Rise Above, personally, there's no right or wrong here, but I'm going with Rise Above. I love the way that one kicks off with the drums, and it's a killer song. Spray Paint versus I Just Want Some Skank. Spray paint the walls. I just want some skank. I just want some skank. I'm going to spray paint. Spray paint the walls. I can relate to that one. 6-pack versus Beverly Hills. 6-pack. Definitely going for a 6-pack. What I See versus Operation. I'm going for Operation. Operation Snip and tie. It's time about getting this fucking, what do they call that, a vasectomy, where they cut your balls and shit, neuter you as a man. TV Party versus Back Against the Wall. The TV Party is the first time I heard Black Flag, and I just thought they were some funny band. Back Against the Wall is gonna win this one. It's a killer fucking tune. It's got a kind of fucking reggae skank to it. Thirsty and Miserable is going up against Wasted. I'm going Wasted. That was a Black Flag song, actually. So he kind of took it back. So I'm going for that one. And we got Police Story versus Behind the Door, which is technically it's Room 13, which on side 2 of the Black Flag album is Room 13. So they both had songs concerning Room 13. Is kind of a superstition. If a hotel room was, if a hotel had a Room 13, or if it had a 13th floor, they've kind of thought was some naughty or some evil shit was going on over there. So it was a taboo thing. So that's kind of what they're singing about. So there's 7 songs versus 8 songs on side 1. Gimme, 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 originally sang by Keith. There's nothing to go up against here, but I like Keith's version versus Henry's version. I think Dez is my favorite singer in Black Flag. Personally, Dez, then Keith, then Ron Reyes, Chavo, Pederas, and then Henry Rollins. So we got side 2 now. Depression is going up against The World Up My Ass. The World Up My Ass. It's going to win that one. Room 13 versus Paid Vacation. Paid Vacation is going to win that one. I don't care. Don't care. I think that was a Black Flag song too. Versus Damage One. I'm going with Don't Care. No More, No More. Versus Live Fast, Die Young. Going for Live Fast, Die Young. Padded Cell is going up against What's Your Problem. What's Your Problem is going to win. Life of Pain is going up against Group Sex. As silly of a song as it is, I'm going with Group Sex. Damage One versus Red Tape. Red Tape. Circle Jerks wins. Personally, a lot of great songs on this one. Who steals the show here is Lucky Lair. God damn, the drumming on this stuff is ridiculous. You got Robo on this one. I personally think Greg Ginn is a creative guitar player as far as riffs and some of his stuff, but and when it comes to his noodling, I think he's just garbage a lot of the time. And I like the fact that these guys just hold back and they just keep it just, they give you all aggression and it's all killer and no filler. And they trim the fat off. But that's a heavy competition. Circle Jerks wins though. Alright, I hope you guys are enjoying these. God bless and have a great night.